You've made it to the final video in this invitation series. Welcome. This video will outline primarily how you go about printing the physical invitations for the client. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more tech content. Let's head straight into this tutorial. Here we have the completed invitation. It consists of a number of different layers, as we can see here. They were put together in order to get this complete look. To have a single file, I'll go to File and then Download, and from the download option I'm going to go ahead and keep all the default options here. The file type will be PNG. The size, I leave it at 1, and I will leave the boxes below unchecked. Once I have that, I'm going to proceed to click download. When download is clicked, we can see the download progress right on this progress bar, and as we can see, the download is now complete. Now that the download has been completed, the next thing that I will want to do is to get a letter-sized paper. I do this by clicking on File and then Create New Design. I'm going to proceed to select Custom Size, and from here I want to change the unit to inches. The dimensions for a letter-sized paper are 8.5 inches by 11 inches. So I've set the width at 8.5 and the height at 11, and I will select Create New Design. This is very important as the dimension for the invitation was given in perspective of a letter-sized paper. With that said, I will proceed to upload the image that was downloaded, and I will do this by clicking on Upload on the vertical menu bar, and then I will select Upload Files. From here, I will proceed to my Downloads folder and then select the file that was downloaded. Once I select Open, I will see the file being uploaded in the Upload folder on Canva, and once the upload is complete, I will click to place the file on the letter-sized paper. If you can recall from the very first video, the client did state that 4 invitations should be able to fit on one letter-sized paper. Hence, the invitation will be resized to ensure that the 4 of them are able to fit comfortably on this letter-sized paper. With that, I'll click the copy sign and I'll place the invitation on the 4 corners of this letter-sized paper. As you can see here, the 4 invitations are now on, and I will ensure that they are centered on the paper. Once the invitation has been centered, then again we will proceed to downloading this file so that I have a letter-sized paper with the 4 invitations for printing. Before doing that, I will rename the file, and in this case it is being renamed to 80th invitation for per page. With that, again, I will go to File and select Download. I will leave the default options and select Download. From here, I now have the 4 invitations on one page, as you can see here, and from here you can proceed to print the document. If you have a printer, you are able to, of course, proceed as I am doing here. You would select the printer here, go ahead and change the orientation to portrait, and from here you should be able to select print. However, if you do not have access to a printer, you can always save this file on a USB drive and take it to a printer for it to be printed. If the client desires to have 20 invitations, then of course you'll go ahead and print 5 pages, being that 4 invitations are on 1 page. This is a cost-effective way of printing invitations. That takes us to the end of this video and this design invitation series. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Megabytes in Tech for more tech tips and tricks. Be on the lookout for Canva Pro giveaway.